Hello everyone and welcome back for another episode of Phoenix Point. First things first, we're going to name our wonderful new Helios. This is Dailong, which is a Chinese earth dragon. I think it's quite appropriate. Admittedly, it does like sit around in the sky, but it's a dragon and dragons can fly, so it's all totally fine. 70 armor. I do love these. They have such a low hull points but high armor. So we've got another ability, another combat capable system, which is really good for us. The other thing I wanted to do very quickly was go in and we're going to actually give our mutoid a name. I think you're just gonna have a call sign. And you're going to be called Artemis. And we'll run with that. If we make any other mutoids, they will just get call signs. They're not going to have proper names to go with. So, our Dailong is going to go back to main Phoenix Point and pick up people. Zen is coming up here. And Jingwei is also coming up here. People are getting a bit tired, but they've got enough left in them, enough left in the tank to do this mission. Pandoras have completed a recon flight. That Charon has vanished. Obviously, the behemoth is somewhere beneath the ocean. We don't know precisely where, but it's doing its thing. Right, over here, we wanted to load up you two. So we need more for a mission, but as an emergency response, the Dailong can fight. It can go around and explore. It can do some things. So it's not going to be a complete loss if we send it out. We can definitely send it out trading. I'm just going to let it heal up a little bit. Dailong and all modules are fully repaired, so they can go out trading. And I think, really, we want up here, because we've got food to spare, but I think we'll start off by trading here. Food for materials.
Research complete.
Poison weapons is done. We're never going to make chimera grenades. I do like them. I think they're great. But there's better things for us to be spending our time doing. Next up is mutagen harvesting. That's going to be cool for curing everyone's corruption and other related things. But we have this Overrun mission at Fort Niven. It's been confirmed that the transmission originated from the New Jericho Zayat's research facility. Based on initial reports, the entire area has been overrun by the Forsaken. The exact research conducted at the facility remains unknown, but based on satellite pictures, there's evidence that it's linked to New Jericho's new bionics program. Analysis suggests that at least 5 New Jericho scientists have managed to survive by barricading themselves in the facility. Let's see if we can save them. We're happy with everyone. Elki's unfortunately not got any ammo for that Deceptor. Maybe we should swap it out for something else that's direct fire. Even if it's just temporarily, until we can get some ammo for the Deceptor. Also, it's probably worth us having a look to see if we can boost anyone else's stats. Maybe give Lola some more willpower. We could finally give you close quarters specialist. Improve the accuracy of your shotgun. And actually, if it's a close quarters mission, there's a strong chance that you're going to end up with a melee weapon at the end. Just having a very quick check of these. Far-sighted is an option. Weak spot is an option. I think Felix deserves to have the points spent on him. So, Inspire or Reckless? or Onslaught? Onslaught probably gives us more tactical usage. But I think Inspire is going to be more useful right now, so we'll go for that. So killing enemies grants allies an additional will point. So if we can get Felix the kills, that would be amazing. We're going to get everything back at the end of this mission, so let's just try and get as much loot as possible. I think for this this mission, only one scientist needs to survive. Yeah. Oh, and we have to secure the area. So I think our first job should be to get in and find the scientists. Let's get Elkie to hop on over.
I'm on the move.
And start making motions towards them. Once we've got the scientists, we can use them to scout out where everyone else is. Where's Felix? Felix.
Receiving loud and clear.
Felix. Felix's grenades will almost certainly be useful. So let's bring Felix across this way. And I think for the rest, what we'll do is we'll split them 50-50. Snipers and assaults either direction.
I got a visual.
I can already see someone. Where? Oh, right down the back on the side. I did not expect that. Really did not. We can get a quick aim shot on him already. I thought they'd all be in the far corner. Sure. Try for the chest. Don't shoot your friend. If we can disable the chest, we disable their regen. So that means there's now an even bigger incentive to come across this way.
Gotcha.
Okay, his arm's disabled. We need just a little bit more. This might be enough to kill him, actually. If we get Hilda in. Might be enough. Hey, cool. That is a strong start. Okay, I want to pull wide over this bit.
What's our plan?
Lola,
Sprinting
get
to
behind
position.
cover. Because I'd like to get eyes up that direction if we can.
Rolling out.
Don't go too far wide though. Come up here. I think that's all we can do this turn, actually. Is that everyone? That is everyone. So, turn one, the Forsaken have lost someone already. It's potentially bad. He doesn't have enough action left to do anything, so we can kill him next turn, or we can kill the Berserker. I want your weapon. No, no, we're going to kill the priest. Damn it. We're not going to panic from that, but obviously viral weapons really annoying. So much for us using the civilians to scout. Also, these are supposed to be Forsaken. Why are they using Synedrian handguns?
Channel open.
Okay, so we have big problems over here. Paralysis would buy us some time, but this guy's gonna have a handgun. Yeah, he's using Synedrian laser pistol as well. So the priest is a problem. They're all problems. very tempted to bring Millie back just to try and lend some fire support down this way. Let's see what we can do with this one standing in the open.
Confirming target.
Yeah, you're not going to be retaliating against anyone, mate.
Ready to fire. Targeting. One less to go.
Okay. That means Millie and Hilda are free to come and help out this way.
Ready, willing, and able.
So if you get to here, we can do a quick aim shot.
Ready to fire.
The assault is possible to hit, the other guy not so much. So let's try and take out the assault. I'm wondering if we just want to strip off his armor from something. No. Keep it center mass. Disabled his arm, so he can't use a two-handed weapon. He does still have a pistol, though. But this guy is not massively armoured, so we can also just pistol him up a bit more.
Channel open. Ready, willing, and able.
We could do 3 quick aim shots with this, actually. Okay, he's going to bleed out. So another quick aim on you.
Nice.
Kill your torso. Marie is going to get hit, but
I need an angle.
yeah, this is not going to do any damage on you. We could paralyze him potentially.
Receiving
But
loud and clear.
let's try and get some damage from down this side. Okay, arm disabled. So he's bleeding for 20, he's got 14 health left. He is not a concern anymore. So what do we do with this quick aim that we wasted? Kill both of these. You've still got lots of health left at the end of that. We'll use one for Overwatch, so we'll actually just use it on nothing. I wonder what his range is for being able to mind control. I think we'll have to do this. That sucks. It very much sucks. Still, 2 dead over here. 2 dead over here, and the priest is pretty damaged.
Targets in sight.
We have others visible now. Okay, step in, grab you.
I'm on the move.
Step out. Let's get a grenade down. Yeah, grenade down on him. Let's do it forwards in case we can't see the forward ones. If nothing else, this will strip off some of his armor. Hilda. Bowing you in a bit. You need to heal up. So we'll do that for the next turn. We could get you bashing things, actually, with that giant gun. Just when it's safe. And safe is always going to be a relative term. I'm very aware of that. Speaking of safe, if you're going to be panicking next turn, let's
Need a better position.
tuck you into cover. Don't evacuate, though. Just be in hard cover. And down here, Amina, you can move forwards. I think that's alright for now. I think that's okay. So, both of those dying. The priest took a little bit of damage. Doing the mind control thing that I worried about. But he's standing nicely in the open, so we'll blast him in the head. Oh, he's using a medkit for the tiny scratch. And then, like, shooting back at us, which sucks. Oh, I should have used the civilians to scout more. That would have been smart. Don't panic like that. That's the worst kind of panic. Alright, kill the priest. Start by taking off the head.
Should have gone better.
Still got willpower. That caused a minor bit of panic, but we have recovered, so we're actually not in a bad place for
No choice
next
but to
turn.
keep going.
So, of the remaining problems, civilians. Civilians, you are going to scout for us. Okay. That was good to see that there wasn't much, so I think there's 3 remaining civilians down in there.
Standing by.
If we get to here, we can do a bash on this guy for 120 minus whatever armor he's got. It's not enough to get a kill, but it is pretty solid. I was going to heal up before I go in and start doing crazy stuff. Felix, can we get grenades anywhere worthwhile? With Boom Blast, we could get a couple on the guy at the back. With a reposition, we could maybe get 1 on the guy at the front and the civilian. Boom Blast, go for the guy at the back. And 1 more. Three limbs disabled. It's going pretty nicely. If I bring you to here, that's a relatively safe place for moving in next turn. I mean, likewise, let's bring you to here. I am obviously concerned that this guy's got a massive shotgun. So we could Boom Blast up here and drop another couple down on this guy. It's a lot to do for just one guy. But if we disable his torso, and his torso's not got anything left, we could just do that with one grenade, then he won't regen anymore. Cool. Let's drop ourselves off the edge.
Be right there.
Second civilian, I want you to come and scout over this way. Just to make sure there's no one else hiding around this corner. That seems to be fine.
Guess it's my turn.
So Lola, you can actually move up relatively safely. We've got the guy inside we need to deal with, but everyone's in a good position to kind of storm him. And he's got civilians that he's going to be focused on anyway. Actually, Hilda, you can come around a little bit further. Well, there's definitely at least one more civilian that died from that. Hello. Right. Let's have a little chat. Damn. So we broke his arm and his leg. He's going to bleed out. This guy's going to bleed out in one turn, so not quite yet. We just need a tiny plink on him to finish him off. So we'll dash. We'll dash. And that should hopefully be it, actually. If we just let that last guy go. That's another victory under our belt. 5 more experience for everyone, and it didn't take too many turns, so I mean, we're going to head back and rest up. We need to, but yeah, we don't get points for the number of scientists that survived, just that a scientist survived. The operation has been a success. Not only did we manage to rescue the scientists, but also managed to gather invaluable research data. The information has been successfully decrypted and is available for further research and study. We still had enough material to actually sort stuff out. So, reverse engineer the Deceptor. Advanced bionic tech. These are all worth it. I think we'll move advanced biotech just after mutagen harvesting. But we need to send the teams back to rest, so let's in fact, if we're going up trading, we don't know where the behemoth is, and there's more potential stuff to do up here, this is probably going to be a better place to rest. So Zen, and actually we can trade here as well. Let's do that before we go. So Zen and Jingwei up towards the next bit. We're doing some trading over here. Food for materials. Because we have lots of food. I'd quite like to do food for tech somewhere, but I don't think that's going to happen until we get like way up here. Still, we can send a team up to Fort Gate, or send this ship up to Fort Gate. We do have this experiments continue mission as well that we need to consider. Let's send the ship up. I should swap over the complements of these two. Right. mostly because we want more people resting up faster, if possible. I think that's the short of it, the best way to explain the logic behind that. Okay, trade. More food for more materials. And I thought there was a single tech one up here. Maybe I was mistaken. Oh, we can trade food for materials over here. Sorry, food. Yeah, food for tech. These guys are still resting up, so we'll let them carry on recuperating. They're not healing because I don't have a med facility here. It's probably not worth us making one. Yeah, that's exactly what we want. Ooh, that's a lot. That's reasonable. In fact, no, we always get loads of food. We always get loads of food. It's not a problem us doing that kind of swap. Okay, we've got plenty of places to go and research and explore over here, so we're going to send the Dialong out. The rest of the team, I think I do need to bring them up to the next base because it does have med facilities.
Research complete.
Mutagen harvesting. Mutagens can be harvested from captured Pandorans in the containment facility.
Do you really think the answers we need as a species lie in Pandoran biology? In plundering the invaders for their mutagens? The disciples believe that humans need to evolve, to mutate. But don't you see the inherent misanthropy of this philosophy? Blaming humanity for what was done to it by an alien aggressor? The very premise is profoundly unethical. If we start telling ourselves that we need the Pandorans in order to improve ourselves, how are we any better than the collaborator who tells himself the enemy will make things better in the long run?
I really like Tobias's arguments. They are quite blinkered, but you know, he has a gravitas to the way he explains things. Even though you disagree with it, you can understand where he's coming from. We do what we must to survive.
Perhaps, but at what cost? One could argue that the Pandorans themselves are a form of survival. They are part human, and they are alive, so there is biological continuity between us and them. But do they contain any of what is worthwhile about humanity?
I reckon they like cat memes as much as the next person. Right. Start healing up, team. And we'll finish healing, resting, and repairing. Ooh, Phoenix Logistics B energy generator is repaired. Where is Logistics B? Oh, that's all the way over here. Cool. 26 minutes until the satellite uplink is done, and that will give us more access to more of the globe. We might even be able to get down here and do the second initiation. You guys healed? Not quite, but soon. Very soon. Hey, it's an Anu Haven. Okay. Come down. Let's see what this Snedrian place is going to. Yeah, it's giving us more bits to explore. That's huge. Okay, let's start scouting some of these out. Or we could do Rise by Sin by Virtue Fall. Let's get them moving towards this. I also wanted to check if we were to make another Helios, we need quite a bit more. Quite a bit more. Because I don't like stealing from Snedrian if we can avoid it. If we can avoid it, it would be ideal to make our own, but then we've got to also equip it, which is kind of like the painful bit. The other thing I want to do is I want to look at making some ultra long range weapons. So the Artemis is probably where we'd really want to go. It only does 80 damage, but it is super long range and super accurate. So for plinking away at things, like peppering them, we can get at least one so that we have a gun on the ship. Just one. The approach is just so inaccurate. The Nomad's not too bad. But I can't understand how the Ravager would ever be useful. You'd have to have a massive amount of armor to be able to get through stuff, and like fire suppression or biological counter weapons in order for it to ever be of use. Let's get 2 Artemis. I've decided 2 Artemis. 2 Artemis? No, we want something with a little bit of shred on, just in case we will get a Nomad. There we go. That's a good compromise right there. Do it that way around so we've got a weapon on sooner rather than later. Seeing as you've made it to here, let's get you exploring the next place. Lost Lifetimes. Exploration site. Our operatives have set down near an abandoned village. Half of the houses appear to have slipped in a huge crack in the ground. Clearly there's been an earthquake here in recent times. Give it a search. Our operatives report rotten food still on tables, dead people sleeping in their beds, and others who seem to have just collapsed in the street. There's no good explanation for what happened here. People just died. Perhaps this was the result of a limnic eruption or similar phenomenon, but there's no time to find out. Our team manages to scavenge up some resources. Yay, mouldy apples. That's what I'm talking about, mouldy apples. Okay, next up, if we go for the stuff that's slightly further away, I think.
This is a message for the Phoenix Project.
Hello.
I thought you had what it takes.
I do.
A phoenix rising from the ashes.
The ashes.
Ashes. Ashes to ashes, nothing but a myth. You have struggled with stupidity at every turn. Suffered betrayals that brought humanity to the brink of extinction. Yet you can't see the obvious. Humanity cannot be saved without total transformation. Without total transformation.
Your face is obvious.
Pure. Who do you think the savior should be? West? The coward West hiding behind his walls? The abominations that spread the disease? Or the idiots who think we should embrace the infected and live with them as pets? No. The pure will cleanse the world, and all flesh that opposes us will melt away. The festering pits of rot and decay will be forgotten, and a new order forged from blood. Blood! And titanium will rise. If the Phoenix Project thinks it has the strength to stop us, that's your foolish fantasy. You know where we are. Come if you dare.
That's what your mum said.
Research complete.
Okay, cool. So we finished advanced bionic tech. Propeller legs, yeah, they're cool. The neural torso, really quite useful. Not sure if we've got anyone who would actually use these, but it's very cool. And we've triangulated the bionic fortress position from Subject 24's message. So where is the bionic fortress? Oh, I was not expecting it to be in Europe. That is really quite amusing. Okay, in terms of research... First damage point of poison, virus, acid, and fire applied per attack is ignored. It's cool. I mean, the first damage point of virus being ignored is actually really quite powerful. So yeah, let's do that. I do like the idea of the various autopsies coming in useful, but advanced nanotech is going to be directly more applicable.
In his essays, my great-grandfather recounts the story of the ill-fated Qinling Bashan expedition of 1915 and the journal of Lei Meng, the leader of the mission, who found evidence of a forgotten proto-civilization deep below the ground. There is also mention of James Dawson, a British photographer who stole most of the precious samples recovered by the team. What became of Dawson has always been a mystery, but now I know the mundane truth. He died here in the mountains, forgotten and alone. This proto-civilization, could it hold the key to defeating the Pandora virus? They say history repeats itself. Has all of this happened before?
So the coordinates in Simon's notes have led our operatives to a small abandoned camp high in the mountains. Behind it lies the entrance to a cave. Let's have a look. The cave contains the corpse of a Caucasian male. It's hard to identify at first as it's overgrown with yellow, sickly looking leaves sprouting from the shriveled skin. Backpack on the floor contains faded photographs and broken specimen jars. Symes seems to have taken what he needed, but even what remains is enough to revolutionise our understanding of this planet's biological history. Our analysis of the leaves growing from the body shows that this organism contains traces of the Pandora virus, but a different, older strain. The implications of this discovery warrant further study. Well, that's actually worked out really well for us. So we're going to move... We could do Frozen, or we could do the second bioengineering site. I think that's going to be preferable. So we'll get you on the go. And the Zen, you're going to come across as well. And you're already exploring, so we're good. And in terms of research, Project Glory, we'll put that on our list to research, but we're not going to rush towards it. Lake Placid, exploration site. Operatives have encountered a Synedrian scientific expedition. Its purpose is to analyse a small lake that's turned an odd shade of purple and seems to be pulsating with some inner force. I can't tell whether this is a singular organism or some kind of colony, Dr. Grigovich, one of the expedition scientists, tells our operatives. Of course, that distinction might not really apply to something created by the Pandora virus. In any case, we could use some help from the experts. So we could help Dr. Grigorovich analyse the lake. We could inform the disciples of this potential holy site. We could cover the damn thing in concrete, or we could say this is Synedrian business. I think helping to analyse is probably going to be the best. It's going to be the least disruptive for everyone else. We don't care that much about the disciples until we've done their second mission anyway. The lake is actually a colloid hydrogel consisting of unknown multicellular organisms, the source of the light and water. Small animals get trapped in it and then digested by the organisms. The hydrogel has many interesting applications in our scientific projects, namely on the slip and slide that we have out the back of the base. 100 research. And Synedrian like us a little bit more. I think we'll push down and do more of the things down here with the dialogue. So you're happily exploring. And these guys are almost ready to start off the next mission. But we unfortunately run out of time for today, so we'll pick this up next time. Thank you very much for coming along, everyone. I do hope you are enjoying this. We obviously had a huge flurry of stuff at the start, and things have kind of calmed down a little bit, specifically without the behemoth around. As always, if you have enjoyed this, be sure to give a big thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, go ahead and do so, and you'll be told when the next episode goes live. Otherwise, I'll see you next time for another episode of Phoenix Point. See you soon.